What is happening there? J Gamer Dude here, and I'm going to be talking about the Insomniac leak. Now, it's been taking over the internet, and I haven't jumped into it because there have been some updates since. So we'll kind of jump into that. But before we do, just wanted to shout out my mate Summer Boy, who released his first song. So if you want to support an upcoming indie artist, please do. I'm going to be linking his song Watch the Phone in the description below, so it's going to have the Apple Music link, the Spotify link, as well as the YouTube music video, because as it says in the song, every night, every day, you can always listen to the song. So that one right there is for you, my good friend. But with that said, let's jump into the actual sad news, which is so Insomniac getting leaked. One of the premier studios of Sony having data taken maliciously, of course, by a hacker group called Rosita. Now, this is very, very unfortunate because Insomniac can never truly catch a break. They make some really good games, though at times when they do deserve an award for it, they don't really get their flowers as much as they should. But then again, especially with how stacked this year was, I couldn't see Insomniac getting an award for Spider-Man 2, given that it was just more of the original Spider-Man, so they weren't doing enough different. But because of how safe the actual sequel in question was, it didn't really help matters. Now, that's, again, trying not to kind of bash on the guys, because ultimately what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be talking about the more sort of human element to the whole thing, and not the actual content of the leak. Because within the leaks, there are stuff about Wolverine, the X-Men games, and kind of what the catalog was going to look like up to 2032 or something along those lines. And a lot of the information and data that is provided is not dated, which may be for the benefit of the hacker, for the benefit of Sony rather, and less so for the hacker group, because even if you do delve into the info, I mean, there is a playable build of Wolverine in there, which was a game that was announced by Insomniac and that they would still be working on. Now, with that being said, the hacking, among the materials that have been hacked or obtained maliciously does contain a lot of personal information and data, including passports of staff that work at Insomniac. And sure, we can talk about the gaming stuff all we want, but I want to make absolutely sure that when I'm talking about this, it's more about the fact that people have had their personal information taken from this company, and it is very unfortunate that they found themselves in such a crappy situation, given that there have been leaks earlier on in the year. We had the Xbox leak, and that leak in question was self-inflicted because Microsoft rather had to upload those documents as part of the lawsuit that was going on for them to buy Activision Blizzard, which has now become successful, of course. But looking back at it now, it did show off what the next Xbox is going to look like, what the next generation is going to look like. Is there going to be a refresh? Things like that. There was also the Capcom leak earlier on in the year, which I had almost completely forgotten about until I was reminded of it when I was, sort of Googling around looking for other leaks that happened. And of course, Sony has been getting hacked at least 3 times this year, this being the 3rd. So it's kind of unfortunate that we have to pay for online services that aren't protecting our information as much as we should allow it to do so when the company itself isn't as willing. But we can bash on Sony as much as we like, because Insomniac has in fact they've responded. They have responded regarding the leak. And ultimately what they've said on X, formerly known as Twitter, is this right here. Thank you for the outpouring of compassion and unwavering support. It's deeply appreciated. We're both saddened and angered about the recent criminal cyber attack on our studio and the emotional toll it's taken on our dev team. We have focused inwardly for the last several days to support each other. We are aware that the stolen data includes personal information belonging to our employees, former employees, oh okay, and independent contractors. Ow, okay, that hurts. It also includes early development details about Marvel's Wolverine for PS5 or PlayStation 5. We continue working quickly to determine what data was impacted. This experience has been extremely distressing for us, and understandably so. We want everyone to enjoy the games we develop as intended and as our players deserve. However, like Logan, Insomniac is resilient. Ha, I love what they did there, that's good. Marvel's Wolverine continues as planned. The game is in early production and will no doubt greatly evolve throughout development, as do all our plans. While we appreciate everyone's enthusiasm, we will share official information about Marvel's Wolverine when the time is right. On behalf of everyone at Insomniac, thank you for your ongoing support during this challenging time. Now, ultimately, this hacking, so just to kind of give a brief overview, the hack happened. The group then asked for about $2 million in Bitcoin. They did not receive the money, and then ultimately they did then end up releasing the data 7 days later, which is what happened at the beginning of this week. And like I said, while it is incredibly unfortunate that this happened to Insomniac of all teams, it still doesn't change the fact that they did not deserve this, and in fact no one does. No one deserves to have their information be taken away and put onto the internet for everyone to see. Again, personal information should remain personal, but that's just the unfortunate situation that we found ourselves in, and the hacking group were more than aware of who they were targeting, so they obviously did have some idea as to why they would want to target this particular company. So let me know what you guys thought about the hack, Insomniac's response, and without going too much into the detail of the hacks, about Insomniac potentially becoming a how would I say it? A studio that makes only Marvel games. Marvel superhero games, rather. Chuck them all into the comments below. And like the video if you liked it. Of course, I could imagine a lot of people disliking it just because I didn't talk too much into the details of the actual game part, but rather just more so regarding the people or the staff element, because that is far more serious. Due to just the nature of the leak, and that is probably about the equivalent of like the Capcom leak that happened earlier on in the year. But yeah, also please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit 100 subs by the end of the year, and I also do want my videos to go out to more people. And of course, please do check out Summer Boy. Again, links below to his the first song that he's released, Watch the Phone, both Spotify, Apple Music, as well as the YouTube music video in the description below. But with all of that said, I do upload every day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.